Criminal networks and state actors are moving in the same lanes. The line between a hired criminal and directed operative is blurry by design. Because this blur is operational policy, standard security models are failing. The person carrying a threat to your principal's door may not appear on any list you know to check. Canadian intelligence and federal police have mapped parallel proxy networks operating in Toronto, Vancouver, and Ottawa. They linked at least 2 foreign intelligence services, Indian and Iranian, to overlapping criminal infrastructure. The June 2023 assassination of Sikh activist Hardeep Singh Nijjar surfaced this pattern publicly, but Canadian investigations confirmed the operational infrastructure predated his murder by at least 18 months. A foreign intelligence service contacts an organized crime intermediary who identifies a young recruit with a vulnerability, like an immigration problem, gang exposure, or debt. The recruit receives a handler, disposable encrypted devices, and a cryptocurrency payment structure. It is classic clandestine tradecraft, transposed into a G7 country's local criminal underworld. A 19-year-old with a gambling debt lacks ideological markers or known intelligence associations. He is utilized precisely because he remains invisible to conventional assessment processes, right up until the trigger is pulled. This asymmetry extends to surveillance. In Minnesota, a domestic direct action group neutralized law enforcement tracking by using professional-grade counter-surveillance protocols. They ran commercial RF scanners, deployed vehicle surveillance detection runners, and operated encrypted mesh communications. Secure perimeters also fail when access points are compromised. A UK Border Force officer at Heathrow was charged with systematically leaking live traveler intelligence, partner watchlists, and allied immigration flags to a foreign state. Technical barriers for reconnaissance have dropped to near zero. The FBI disrupted a plot where a suspect with an overseas handler conducted concurrent reconnaissance on a UFC event and White House access points, using entirely open-source methods and commercial drone footage. Whether tracking a principal through a trusted international border or approaching a secured venue, the assumption that a hardened perimeter prevents targeting is the exact vulnerability being exploited. Active geopolitical disruptions are impacting travel globally. In Bolivia, an indefinite public transport strike has shut down surface movement, leaving El Alto Airport accessible only by cable car, while post-election tension in Colombia has elevated security force activity. During mass events like the World Cup in Mexico, elevated crowd convergence is overlapping with active cartel zones, prompting strict temporary flight restrictions and multiple federal drone seizures. In Pakistan, the UK Foreign Office has escalated its advisory against all travel to Balochistan, severely impacting CPAC-adjacent routes and the Gwadar-Makran corridor. These intersecting geopolitical, criminal, and mass event risks require continuous, active route denial planning for all international movements. The handler is in another country. The shooter is on no watch list. The border officer was cleared. The counter-surveillance team was completely undetected. The proxy violence doctrine documented in Canada has become the established reference model for global operations. A threat assessment that expects a professional operative to carry out a state-sponsored attack will miss the true danger. Update your baselines to account for the handlers you can't see and the invisible triggers you won't catch until it's too late. Stay safe on the circuit.